Signaled for and taken successfully.
Set up. 10-2 stop. Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of... What's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun. Vernon, and it's complete. Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On first and 10, Vernon. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Vernon. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the dump-off. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Richard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Check Nick. Hey, orbit. Shoot. Hatchet.
Back to throw. Vernon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Score. 49. Check 49. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. General West. Yeah, Mike. Hey, Leo. Hey, alert 3. Check. Crunch. Get it.
On first down, Weathers takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sam off.
Now a give, right side. Conley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready? Go 58 to the mic. Double dog. Hard. Switch. Check out. Ready?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On second down now, Weathers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now LAC throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fit.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun. Vernon. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Taylor. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Vernon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game.
What in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vernon, and caught by Henry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Got it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down, Vernon. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. So we got man. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
2nd and 5. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Topper! Shoot!
On first down, Weathers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Let's go now. 8, read. Greystone, travel. Check that.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 50. Strip the ball. Big trip.
From the gun, Vernon. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Set. Go. 10-2 stop. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Get it.
Throwing it on first down. Vernon, he completes it to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Get it, boy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, check Mike 21.
2nd and 2. He completes it to Nelson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Shoot!
On 2nd and 7, LAC. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Switch gears, switch gears. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weathers, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Raiders 13, Chargers 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Double up. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and it's a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on first down. Weathers, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Ready?
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
Man, let's get some penetration here.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Block now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Weathers, and an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, Weathers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Down. 60 outlaw. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Over the middle, complete. That's home. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, come on, come on,
Ready.
Now on 2nd and 13. LAC sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. 3rd down here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, LAC. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is LAC. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is LAC. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
Here's Taylor. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys, but in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They're hauling it in, Nelson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
On third down, Roy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't.
Months of March and April, removing the points that could have
Working out the gun. Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hit his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes there's 15 or 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot clock. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Roberts. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground, and they want to get that going again.
Absolutely, but they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next receivers helps bring the defense out. They were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Roberts. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here. Jackson for the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down then, it's Roberts. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Jay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you consider yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you don't give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals in defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. That's interference. And that series of downs for them.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there. Now will be 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Those are the teams are so competitive in passion. You just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain. again.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. He spins free. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a first down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Roberts. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Six to Mike. Mike, hustle. Mike,
On 2nd and 9, Winston looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Running with Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Blue lady.
Check. I got you. Hey, watch it. Flip it. Hey, check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
The Bucs take over
Good
1st
work,
and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at
Let's
their
go.
22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go, defense.
Jameis now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Roberts. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Open man there is Malone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. On second down now, Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
51, Mike 51. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Play action. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second and 11 now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check three.
Henderson going to run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw is Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Winston from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 4th down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jim, go. Watch twins.
They run once more with Henderson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened
there. You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Winston now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Winston, it's caught, Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the out, watch the out. Kill. Green, come with me. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Winston. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Winston. And Winston lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bucs, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Bye.